Good morning. My name is Greg Ball. I have the privilege of being the Dean of the College of Behavioral and Social Sciences at the University of Maryland, College Park. And I'm here to welcome you to today's event, the Order in the House Symposium. I can think of nothing more appropriate on Constitution Day than to have an event like this and to share it through various media with our constituencies around the country. This event is a joint venture between the College of Behavioral Social Sciences and the U.S. Association of Former Members of Congress. We got into discussions about things we might do in order to change the conversation concerning politics, the use of politics, its value to society. You know, it was driven in part by the kind of perception that we see at University of Maryland and you see elsewhere, where the new generation has a certain level of cynicism concerning the value of politics and the usefulness of getting involved in government in particular. And this is an unfortunate trend which I think is unfair, and which I think one way to deal with it is to have events such as this, where we'll look at the history of Congress from different perspectives when very major changes occurred, which could potentially and did lead to reform and partisan discussion, but ended up with very productive things happening that helped the nation.
But without the Congress, there is no functioning government. If you look and read the Constitution, pure and simple, there'd be no functioning government. And most of us today, with this program, believe if we look back at how we got where we are today, there are many lessons to learn. And we can learn what will help us get our government back on track. And I think that's what all of us want.
But it was an extraordinary experience in democracy, watching a group of largely quite young men and women who had run for office, many for the first time, to change the House and to change the country. They got elected, they came to Washington, they changed the House, and they changed the country. And that was a stunning achievement that has stuck with me over these last 40 years and really inspired me to get involved myself.
Procedure really, in a sense, can be thought about as the configuration of the operating system. And in the last 40 years, we've seen in the House of Representatives two distinctly different kinds of configuration of that operating system. One that's highly centralized and one which was much more dispersed. And so the purpose of today was really to compare and contrast and gain some ideas and some insights into the two operating systems that have operated our House of Representatives for the last 40 years. And hopefully in that comparing and contrasting, we'll come away with some conclusions, some assessments about which mode of operational configuration is best for performance.